Jordan Peele once said, the difference between comedy and horror is the music. Hey guys, welcome back to Phantom of the Indie Review. Today we are going to be talking about a YouTube horror found footage film that I just discovered. If you're like me and you scroll on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and watch Reels a lot, then these two guys right here will really look very familiar to you. They are a comedic duo who goes by That Is a Bad Idea, and they consist of two friends named Curry and Cooper. Curry is the more eccentric, unhinged, but in a very hilarious way, and Cooper is the more grounded, subtle one. Think of the likes of Jake and Amir, or even Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis on Due Date. They have that contrast of one is very chaotic and spontaneous, and the other one is very agitated by that, and they really blend well together. I was chilling at home tonight and I saw the thumbnail for a movie on my YouTube called Milk and Cereal. Cereal as in killer. And I was like, that looks interesting. So without hesitation, I was like, I'm bored, I'm gonna just watch it. I didn't even plan on reviewing it, but the second it started, I didn't even associate the YouTube name with the, Instagram Reels and shit. And when I saw Cooper on the screen instantly, I was like, dude, I love these guys. They're hilarious. To see a horror movie is very interesting. And this is helmed by Curry Barker, the chaotic one of the group, and he wrote and directed this. I feel like it was a solid attempt at filmmaking. Three big things that I really prefer when it comes to found footage is consistency. Sometimes people are filming for no damn reason. It just seems like all this compiled footage thrown together. Believability. I want to be scared and actually feel the dread that the characters feel when you watch it. And then lastly, originality. I mean, there's been so many. We've been saturated with found footage movies the last 30 years. Can they bring something to the table? I'm going to be honest, as I get into the spoiler-free review, this was a pretty damn good found footage horror movie in my opinion. Essentially, the plot follows two friends that are co-owners in a YouTube channel, so kind of relating to their real lives, but their channel is that they prank each other, they do it extreme, they go vicious with it, and let's just say a prank in this movie unfolds and turns out to be more catastrophic than you could ever imagine. The acting all around is actually pretty phenomenal in my opinion. There were some hit or miss moments from each main character where I was like, they could have tightened up a little bit more, but it was a 9 out of 10 performance. They even had this one slight reference that I thought was hilarious where one of the guys was filming and he's like, dude, really, are you filming right now? It was just funny to me, but not in like a haha, we do comedy way. It really poked fun at the fact that people are always filming in found footage movies. I thought the premise and idea and execution of this movie was actually kind of unnerving too. Like, I actually felt uncomfortable and a little bit dreadful watching it too as you see what's unfolding. The way they handle their title sequences. The first one, they did it a couple times and it kind of lost its effect, but the first one said the date and then it said the day he died, and that like foreshadowed this like uneasiness from me because it's like the day who dies, and it really kind of like gives you a little hint that this movie's going to unfold more darker than you expect. And Curry does a phenomenal job. He plays again the unhinged character, and I feel like he does it in a very intricate and subtle way that is not very cliche for what he's going for, the type of character he's trying to portray. I feel like he created his own spin on it, and then Cooper just has a leading man vibe, that more grounded based performance, and they really balance well off each other. I only had one real nitpick with this movie, and it was sometimes during certain scenes that promoted chills and suspense. I understand it is a film at the end of the day, but they had some music that seemed a little bit too much for my liking. There was one scene in particular that I really wish they just didn't play any music. I feel like that would have added to the ambiance and like the aesthetic of how chilling it really was, but it doesn't take away from the scene that there was music. I would have just liked that. The movie unravels very, very well. I feel like from start through the build all the way to the finish, it is executed good. There's no plot holes. It's not convoluted. They don't really leave anything to make you want to know more about the story at hand, maybe more about these characters overall, but it really ties the story in a beautiful bow. I just had a good time watching it. I feel like this is one of those short films you can put on the TV with your friends and just have a good time, and especially for a YouTube movie. I hate to say it like that because I make YouTube too, but a lot of times you see in Hollywood movie theater releases, people don't want you to spoil anything, they don't want you to say much about it, and they just want to critique it to hell and back. This one, I don't want to spoil anything because I feel like for a YouTube channel that made an independent movie and put it on their channel, like, it's actually really well, especially using the found footage format. But yeah, guys, that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Check it out, definitely. I'll put the link down in the bio, and subscribe to my channel because I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers, my goal. So come on down, guys, subscribe, give me a thumber, hit that ding-a-ling button harassing you, telling you, hey, it's me, I'm here. And I'm gonna say it one time for the one time and two time for the O's. Give me a hell yeah for horror. Why is my chair so fucking squeaky?